Hey, Nick and Mara. This is the Denison property. It looks like to me this white, this rope that goes all the way down the driveway to here. I believe this is the property line. I don't think any of this out front is going to be the property. So I think this fence line is going to kind of show us the property line. And then you have this fence line, that's property line as well. And the huge shop back there we'll go and take a look at. So it's an older home, older pier and beam home. They came in and definitely painted the outside of the house. And it looks like the roof is fairly new. I'll have to check the disclosures and everything to make sure, but to me it looks like the roof is fairly new. This is where you would walk in. The layout's a little different. I believe this over here, this garage is an add-on maybe, or they might have put this part of when they built the house, but you have a huge room in here. I mean, this is, I would say like 12 by 20. But I mean, it does have a closet, but this is access to the garage right here off of this room. So I don't know if this would be a room you'd want to stay in if you were planning on using that garage, but there is an outdoor access to the garage as well. So you wouldn't have to necessarily go through this door. You could go just on the other side of that window. There is an outdoor access to the garage. But you walk in, you have a step up here into the kitchen. You have, it's a little bit of a weird layout here. So, I mean, I guess this is technically the laundry room, and it has a bathroom here, just a toilet though. And then here's your utility, your closet, your HVAC unit. This looks like an older unit. I don't even see a tag for it. Model number. Here's this tag. Doesn't look. It's definitely, it's an older unit. Unfortunately, they don't always put a clear-cut date on them. But it's an R22 unit, so it's easily 10 to 12 years old. It's probably older than that. I can't get this door to open. Have a water heater here. I don't see exactly how old that one is either, but I would say, judging by the corrosion on it and everything, I'm gonna say it's probably an older unit. It's an electric unit. You don't have a full spot for washer and dryer. This would be washer and dryer. Maybe see if that actually comes with it. The kitchen has a ton of counter and cabinet space. I mean, they've came in here and put a coat of paint on everything, it looks like, here recently, probably when they painted the outside. And they have the kitchen, stove. This floor is a little spongy in some areas. Dishwasher, that's old. May or may not work. You have a few, when people paint, they try to, cover up some of the foundation movement cracks and stuff like that, so you have to look a little bit harder. but it's like it's multiple layers. So you have, you know, stairs there, a step up right here. This would have to be the dining room. You know, you could definitely get a 4-chair table in here. This was a living room. Living room is decent size. I'd say probably 15 by 20 or so. Decent sized living room. It has a ceiling tiles. Some paneling. Looks like there might have been a roof leak by this fireplace, because you see there's a lot of water damage there, and then lots of water damage there. I don't know if you can tell how this floor is moving, but it's moving pretty good. The floor, it looks like a DIY flooring, because I mean they're separating. See some separation there. You know, it's probably cheaper laminate flooring that separates. Others there. It looks like this is new. Probably the vinyl style wood look floor bedroom. This is a decent sized bedroom. You could easily get a king size bed in here with a dresser and nightstands. Closet is pretty, you know, it's like your standard regular closet, but this is really low. So, I mean, I'm 5'10", and my head hits the entrance here, so it's pretty low for a closet. And you can kind of see there, you can kind of see that there's some evidence of foundation movement. I can feel, it's a pier and beam house. I can feel some waves in the floor for sure. Another closet that could be used. That's actually pretty decent. That goes back probably 2.5 feet. So, but definitely a fresh coat of paint on everything. Another bedroom. Again, decent size bedroom. This one I would say is probably a queen size bed. Would be about the biggest bed you could get in here. This closet's the same real low entrance here. I'm noticing they've got some new fixtures in the house in some rooms, but I'm noticing a lot of switch covers missing. So as long as this has been on the market, you would think that they would, and door handles, you would think that, hello? There's some kind of crash here. I don't know what that was. You would think that they would have already got these door handles replaced and stuff like that. So good chance that it doesn't get done. Some of that stuff is, I don't know if the lender is going to, you know, require that if the appraiser writes it up, which, I mean, it's not a huge deal to put on door knobs and switch covers and stuff like that. It's just, are they willing to do it? The windows are older in the house for sure. You know, I don't know if I could tell you they're original with the house, but they're definitely older. Aluminum frame windows. You know, you see some, you know, new fan fixture there. These are new light fixtures in here. I don't know if you can see this. There's a pretty good crack running all the way there that was patched. Trying to see here what else. So not necessarily your traditional setup in the house, just because you have, you know, two rooms over here, and you have this room here that's attached to the garage. Then you have your small washer and dryer there, you know, random bathroom. So it's a 1.5 bath. Yeah. You come out here, a little screened in porch. You know, definitely got some wood rot and stuff like that out here on that. That might be fixable though. Garage, you actually can pull all the way through. That's kind of cool. Did not see. Oh, okay. The garage, you know, another entrance to the garage door from the outside. So yeah, you could actually drive all the way through this garage. And as far as this is you could probably fit 4 cars in here. It's a decent sized garage. It's long and skinny, but it's wide enough for 2 cars. It's wide enough for a standard 2-car garage, but it's definitely longer. You could probably get 2 cars in here. I'm gonna say the property line. If you can see, there's a fence line over here. Fence line. This, I know you can't tell on camera, but this is a pretty good drop. You're looking at, I mean, that's probably 6 foot down. Pretty good little bowl right here. You know, it kind of slopes down here and comes back up right here. So there's a dip right here in the yard, which, you know, not a huge deal because it's on the side. But you have a fence line, goes here. See if we can get into the shop. Shop's huge. Again, this is kind of like that other property. You could always convert the shop into a barn dominium. I mean, this is just ridiculous how big it is. I mean, you're talking probably 40 by 60, 30 by 60 easily. I can look at the information on it. I don't know if y'all can tell. Until I see the house, I don't do a whole lot of reading about them, because it could be a waste of time just because we come to the house like, oh, we don't like it. Well, I got to read about it. Sometimes it helps to read about them because you can kind of disqualify a house pretty quickly by reading about it. But in my opinion, it's always better to look at it first, and then we can start getting more information on it if we really like it. So yeah, I think the fence line, the property line, just goes back here to the back of this the shop. This barn here, I don't think is a part of the property. I think that's most likely is probably built on the property line. If it's not, you know, if it's over the property line, it's not moving now. So, but I mean, it is a decent sized property. The house is, the pictures do it really good justice. Pictures make it look really nice. This is a house. I mean, it's an older house, so you kind of get a lot of that stuff, a lot of the things that come along with an older house, some movement, older switches, paint, stuff like that. So pretty good sized crack in the garage here. So notice that's the man door that you can walk through, so you can get in that garage in multiple different areas without having to go through this side room here. So I mean, it is technically a 3-bedroom house. I have another step up here to get into it. So yeah, I don't know if this was a additional add-on at some point in the history of this house, or if this is the way it was built. I mean, this is basically a mud room / just entryway. Granite countertops. The kitchen is it is nice. Kind of confused as to why there's a water line right here. Like maybe they had a refrigerator right here. Don't know. I guess that's where it would need to go, because there's really no other place to put it in the kitchen. So refrigerator would probably need to go right here. I would think next to this window to be able to access that. There's a few concerns with this house. Definitely the water damage here by the fireplace. Man, I can't talk today. That's definitely my biggest concern. I mean, it's supposed to be wood paneling, and it's soft and moves like paper. So I'm gonna say a lot of that's rotten on the back. As far, and I couldn't get this door to open. You have a cool little front porch sitting area right here, but without forcing it, I couldn't figure out how to get this thing open. So I don't want to force it and break something. Thermostat. So just judging by that thermostat, I'm gonna say it's definitely an older unit. You got some storage and closet areas. Yeah, let me know what y'all think, and we'll go from there.